Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are now joined by Keri Dillon, who is our Bluffton News anchor. Keri, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about the Bluffton News and just a little overview.
So the Bluffton News, it's pretty much about Bluffton, all about Bluffton, and then the surrounding areas. So we'll throw in some stuff about Jasper County, Hardyville. Just there's so much happening in this area. It's just rife with opportunity to talk about.
So you have your headlines, and then you transition into some news partners like the Bluffton Chamber and a couple other folks.
Yeah, we have some segments that'll come in that will take on location as to what might be happening. A little bit more in depth. I can only go so deep into a headline about what's happening, and then with like Kimville Jack or with Shelley
West.
With Shelley West, and to talk about sort of more in depth on maybe some of the things that I touch on.
I love the on locations for the Bluffton News because they're usually in Old Town Bluffton or some cool festival or event. It really gives viewers, if you didn't get to go, a look inside what went down.
It does. Like the parade, Shelley West just did a whole overview on the parade, and that was a big ordeal. I mean, it was just,
it's a big event in Bluffton.
It sure is,
yeah, it really is.
There's always so much going on.
There is a lot going on. It's crazy, there's always a lot going on, obviously in the Hilton Head area, but Bluffton and beyond, it's amazing.
It's exploding.
Bluffton's on fire.
There's so much growth that's happening there right now, and such an active and lively community.
It is.
There's a joie de vivre.
There you go.
In
I
Bluffton.
love that. Yes.
And also, the Newsmaker segments give us a chance to kind of pluck some individuals that we feel like have good content that week.
Yes.
It could be the athletic director of Bluffton High School or somebody to come in and talk about road construction. So
the parking issues,
exactly.
things that are important to those who live there.
Yeah, because as Bluffton grows, the issues grow.
The structure of the ongoings of Bluffton, the structure of what's happening within the actual structure of Bluffton.
Yeah.
Keri, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, that's a loaded question. My background is film television. I studied at Savannah College of Art and Design, and I'm an audio girl by trade. But being in front of the camera has always been a great love of mine, and the behind the scenes as well. So,
How long have you been in our area?
I moved to Savannah to go to SCAD in 2004, 2005, and so I've been a low country transplant since then, with a couple of segues back to Los Angeles.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely far from the low country.
You reside in Bluffton as well, is that right?
I do.
Okay, good. And we were talking with Bob earlier. It's nice for your news anchor to live in the city they cover.
And it gets me out and about as well. I'm always looking for what's going on and maybe taking some pictures for my segments or for the headlines, and it keeps me very engaged with the community. And as I'm planting roots here, it's just such a wonderful place to have this outlet to be able to really do that in a big way.
So the Bluffton News, how is it different than maybe a bigger newscast out of Savannah? How would you describe that?
We're all about Bluffton. Yeah. I mean, it's such an interesting and fertile ground for. There's so many people moving here. There's new construction going on. There's all kinds of stuff happening. So we focus really on Bluffton and right around the corner from Bluffton. So we'll talk about Hardyville. We'll talk about Jasper County. Some of those things that as it's a way to sort of put a magnifying glass on this particular area and really
Buford
spend some time.
I mean, just the arts that are going on in Buford and things like that. I mean, I think you have an opportunity to really pull some really great information for the people that don't always get out the door. And we say this all the time. People on Hilton Head, a lot of them tend to stay on Hilton Head.
Right.
Not for any real reason, but they don't really venture out. And so we give them that ability to know what's going on around them, and they may then
absolutely take a
ride over the bridge.
And it's what it really is it's an opportunity to build community. That's what I find. It's a platform to build community, and that's what's so exciting for me.
And that's our whole TV station, really.
Absolutely,
it's
WHHI, all about that.
Just Beaufort, Jasper, Hampton counties, and we really, we don't care about anywhere else.
I'm so happy to, be here with you all, because it's such substantive material that's at this station. This is a really healthy, substantive material-based station.
Well, keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're glad to have you.
And stay with us. We'll be back with more Talk of the Town.